I just want to talk and deviate a bit from the football itself and talk about the two players he dropped, Rashford and Garnacho. These are two of your most important players, one might say. They may not be
Garnacho
good.
is actually our top scorer this season so far.
Yeah, so they may not be good or they may not be brilliant, but it was such a statement that I don't know why, and I don't know why he dropped them. I think it's probably disciplinary or something like that, right?
Oh,
But for
okay.
him,
I can tell you
He
why.
said it
Okay,
not
okay,
be
then.
disciplinary.
he said it
So
not be disciplinary. Me, all I know be say then say Ganacho he dey leak the starting lineup, no. He dey leave give him, bro. Where Rashford is on, I don't know what Rashford do, but he
So
said something along. Okay, crack, please.
so
Maybe you go
today
feel help
actually
me.
so today I watched the discussion on what's the name right and this one show I've forgotten and they had an
Kelly
extensive
Cates.
discussion, yeah, Kelly and right. And so apparently, right, so what he was saying in the breakdown was he pays attention not just to team play, right? Like how you interact in training, how you talk to your fellow, this one, your body language, like all those things, and how you dress, how you carry yourself, and all those things, right? So he wants to bring back at utmost professionalism, and it's not just about your form; it's about everything, right? He talks about so he was specific in training. So you know that thing where somebody like Rashford, right? Whether we like it or not, that boy is a 37-year-old boy, but he's still one of the most integral players in United. Forget his age, right? Because he's a darling boy, a young boy.
You
One
mean
of
27? No chop 37.
no, he's 27. Yeah.
Yeah, you said 37.
Oh, I said 27. No, I thought 37.
Hey, you God.
Eh, 27-year-old boy. You understand? He's one of the integral players and all those things. Like, has gone through the rank. He has been in United for 8 years now, or something like that, right? So he wants to cut influence. So that's what he said. So if you watch, it was like how you even relate to your teammates. You understand? If maybe you are being spoken to, how you carry yourself and all those, to be training on all those things. So definitely there's an attitude problem over there, right? And how you carry yourself. So it was like, where in a club where people are losing their jobs, which is true, you have to give your best every time. And when we win, and when you win, that is how the club is going to get money first. That is how you are going to make the fans too happy first. Because right now, the ticket prices they go up. They demonstrate and things. So the only way you can beat that is with good performances. So they go pay, they go complain, but they still go pay come. So if you are not here to give your best, like even their attitude to pressing, their body language, you've always said that thing. And it translates to training. So the guy really not talk say like it was cause they went against his wishes. No, he said like it's a bubble. He watches everything. You have to take every boss because he was like he wants to take us to the professionalism to the absolute best. Because United is a big club, and to take us back there, you have to set some certain standard that you don't compromise on it. You understand? Because if you have players like Casemiro, instance, being professional, who are winning, you know, over trading, and if you make an example of somebody like that, players like Ahmad and things will go like, bro, I have to give my best every time. Because even if these guys are loved by the club and seeing that this is happening to them, how much less me? You understand? So if you do that, let them know that, bro, who Jimmy say, this is this one, not cause of discipline, but cause you are not giving your best. It's understandable. And so winning made it make more sense.
And let me just add that the thing about Rashford and the body language thing, I think it's a very, very valid point because for the past, I would say maybe for the past few months or maybe even the past year, you can actually see a huge switch in Rashford's body language. I don't know what he's showing them on the training ground, but on the pitch, he has the like air of somebody who has just given up. Like if something good happened, fine. If something bad happened, fine. He did. So right now it's like if maybe they sub him early, he's fine. He doesn't show any frustration. He just go jog off. He's fine. Nothing. If he sport chance, fine. If maybe he's in a good position, somebody was supposed to pass the ball to him and the person didn't pass the person shot. fine. Like it's like he doesn't care. Like the way Hoyland didn't get the pass from Ahmad the other day, and he was just ranting and raving. Rashford is like Rashford just doesn't care anymore. It's like he's just comfortable where he is. I don't think he has that drive to be better anymore. So
Could it just be because for a long time he just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and at this point he's just exhausted, like he has nothing more to give. And I'm not saying that is right, I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying in that period of pushing he was your best player or whatever, but there was a time that if Rashford misses a chance, you can tell from his face that he's hurt that he has missed the chance. There was a time that when he was off form, he would be trying, like, you know how we say, if you're off form, just keep it simple, do the basic things, and it will come. Because the thing, your body, like Tuchel was talking about Timo Werner at some point, and he was telling Timo Werner, don't try too hard to score, because you've already scored so many goals. You know how to score goals, so just give your body the time and the space, and allow your body to come and then begin to feel it. Just do the basic things and do them well, and then build the confidence bit by bit. And he was doing that for a very long time. I don't know whether maybe because the sporting structure has changed now, there is a difference in the kind of support he receives, or maybe the criticisms that have come against him for years on years, and we are all testament to that. Even days that Rashford will be the best player on the pitch, the next one will come and see some article in the Sun or Daily Mail or Telegraph or something attacking Rashford, you know. And it has gone on for so long that at this point he's just like, you know what, fuck it. Excuse my French, but I can't be bothered anymore. And it's unfortunate maybe for him that now a coach has come in who absolutely requires that you fight every single day. And he probably has nothing more to offer. If that is what is going on, then I wonder, or I imagine, that is this the right path for Amorim to take to solve that problem with Rashford? Again, I don't know. It's not my team.
See,
So
let me
maybe
tell
you
you.
guys are best placed
Let me tell you
to help
something.
us understand that.
Smiley said this season. This wasn't this season, from last season. 2 seasons ago, he scored 30 goals in all competition. Right? He was our savior. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of his best seasons, or it's even his best season ever in terms of goals ever playing. Like, the following season, it dipped. It continued. It was last season that we gave him 350,000, right? Going to the season. So ever since then, Rashford hasn't played um 3 games in a row, 3 good games in a row for a long time. He hasn't. Even the season he scored 30 goals, it was today he scores. You go and check how his goal scoring record, right? Like, there were matches he wasn't showing up. They can banks 2 here, gets 2 here, do this and that. But he was never consistent, right? All I'm saying is, with Rashford issue, most of them, they are off the pitch. He's losing concentration. He's not concentrating, and he doesn't have good advisors around him.
He
This
gets new
this
girl or
reminds me.
something.
This reminds me. Yeah, he got new girl recently, but then that wasn't the point.
Ah,
I just think Rashford has silly brothers around him, just like Pogba. You understand? Because anytime Rashford does something safe, then PR. He wanted to be a PR darling. Either his brothers will come tweet something nonsense later, or he now will come post some cryptic something or do something like, and people could see it. People could see right through him. Like, from Greenwood issues and things, how this guy was moving, bro. They accuse your teammate of abuse. The next thing, you are posting a lovey-dovey post with you and your woman. We see all these things. Because people are not dumb. Like, when they are blaming something on this one, then in Brago can tweet something about how this and this, why it's not Rashford's fault. You get it. So it's like, we all say, why can't you keep your brother in check? If they held Pogba to the same standard, why can't they do the same for Rashford? Keep your people in check. That's my issue. So when you realize that, bro, you are getting distracted from what is paying your bills. This can't care for the needy thing you do, no. You are doing it because you are being paid by United. But it make your guy do like, I have to please the people, please everyone, be a media darling. Bro, you can't force love. You're a black man. Oh, look, you're a black man, just know it. Whatever you do, behind so many. Today they will wait, they are just waiting for your downfall and drop you. So focus on the things and let somebody else handle it. So a lot of distractions around Rashford, like, First, I used to defend him. Anytime people talk about he's hanging out with rappers, he's flying here, doing this, doing. I always say that, look, as long as it's not affecting his play. But then it gets to a point where Charlie, you can't defend him again. You understand? Because I was like me, I'm always like, at least fan fool me. If things are not going well, it's true. If things are not going well, say fan fool me. But don't give people a chance to talk about you more when they already want you. Do you get my points? So like, I mean, yeah, for a while, for years now, United have lacked quality and all those things. But bruh, Rashford has had chances. So that one there, yeah.
And the last thing I would say on Rashford is that he's like probably the most frustrating player you can have in your team, the most frustrating caliber or category of player you can have in your team because at the beginning of every season, you never know what you're going to get from him. And that's what really separates players like him from the actual world class players like Salah and the rest. When you talk about how his mentality may be like because he's been doing this for a long time, so right now maybe they're fatigued. Or, like world class players, they don't give up until their body just gives up on them. Like every season, you know what you're going to get from them. Salah, if the season they start, and I say Van Gaal that they can best plus you, Salah go score more than 20 goals. You know go take that bet because you know say Salah go score more than 20 goals, like at least in all competitions. Rashford, if he score 40 goals this season, and next season I say make we bet Rashford go score minimum 20 goals this season. You go bet because you know that it's very possible he no go reach 20 goals. The season after he scored 30 goals, he followed it up with what? 8 goals in all competition. Before that, he had scored 20 something goals. The following season, he scored 5. So look at that. One season, he scored 20 something, another season, he scored 5. The following season, he scored 30. The following season, he scored 8. That's the worst type of player you want to have in your team because you can't even plan. Like in your mind, okay, I need a front three who can combine and give me 50 goals. And in your mind, you think, okay, Rashford go give me 20. He go shock you and give you 5. You can't plan with players like that in your team. So, like me, even for me, if it was up to me, we would have cut our losses on Rashford long ago. It's long overdue. Even after he had the 30 goal season, I would have sold him that summer because that'd be when you go fist scam somebody into thinking they have a proper player because the following season he will show you in true colors. So me, yeah, I'm happy it's happening now, but it's also long overdue. This is something that should have happened like maybe 2-3 years ago.
He's going to Arsenal, isn't he?
And now
Amen.
we take care.
No. Like I mean, it's all primed for him to go to Arsenal. Man. And they like,
Welbeck 2.0.
yeah, it just looks like it.